What's up, guys? Ryan here. It's been a while. Glad you're still here. Been pretty busy this summer. Haven't been making a ton of videos. I know I got to get back on it. I've actually been working real hard trying to get this podcast set up, the Misfits of HVAC podcast. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Misfits of HVAC live stream podcast. Jennifer, how the hell are you?
Ryan, I'm great.
If you haven't checked it out, we got a YouTube channel. I'll put a link to that right here, and you can check it out on all podcasting platforms. So show me some love. Head on over there, subscribe to the YouTube channel. That's Misfits of HVAC every Saturday night. Anyway, got a no AC call on this carrier unit. Said it was 78 in the store, and they shut the thermostat off. Well, in the meantime, they turned it back on, and now it's 72 degrees in the store, and they've got it set at 68. Both condenser fan motors are running. I assume the blower motor's running. I can hear some things going on. We're dumping heat out of the top. The blower is running. I pulled the cover for the electric strip heat. I wanted to make sure it wasn't pulled in and calling for heat or stuck or welded closed, anything like that. So we're good on that. Blower's running. Heat strips are not. Let me button this back up. All right, guys, I pulled the panel to see what compressors were running. Second stage is the only one running, so I'm gonna get this cover off. I don't want to shut anything off just yet. I want to access the electric, see what we're calling for, what we're not. So I'm going to remove this panel, test some things, and try to keep the condenser blocked, keep it blocked off here so we're actually pulling air through the condenser. All right, guys, I got this thing blocked off the best I can with this curb adapter. It kind of doesn't give me a lot of room. But Y1 appears to be jumped out, like possibly they had an issue with first stage. First stage isn't running. We've got a call from Y1 and Y2 back from the thermostat, so should be running both stages. I'm wondering if perhaps it's out of refrigerant, they jumped it out, so fans will come on and second stage take over. I'm gonna look back through the history here. I'm gonna get some gauges on it. I'm gonna test some pressure switches. Second stage is running. Suction line's cool. First stage is not running. See what we can find out. I'm gonna throw some gauges on, make sure we're not out of refrigerant. Test for 24 volts here at the contactor. Maybe we got a bad contactor. Yeah, we're not calling it the contactor, so you can hear that pressure starting to rise up on second stage, so we'll just shut it down for now. All right, guys, we got 191 pounds of standing pressure, 410A, so we're certainly not flat. I'm going to test these pressure switches now while it's off, make sure they're closed. Maybe we have a bad pressure switch. Apparently we got a freeze stat installed on this. We'll check that, and then we'll reset power and see what's going on with it. All right, guys, I found an open high pressure switch. Right here it is. Testing, open line. This is my high pressure switch right here. So I'm gonna give it a little taparoo and see if I can get it to close. This is my preferred tool when I'm tapping things. I believe these open at like 600. There it is. See what I did there? Some very technical stuff here, guys. All right. So I'm gonna leave my gauges on stage one. All right. We get it. You're closed. Go ahead, put that back on the board here. So it was an open high pressure switch. Now, did it get high enough to open it and it just never reset? I don't know. We're about to find out. So everything should run now, both stages. I don't know how long the thermostat is going to take to go through its delay. Probably 5 minutes. I will just jump it out here at the board. In the meantime, reapply power. See if everything runs. Some new jumpers. I'm gonna sneeze here, guys. Sometimes the sunshine, this curve is just reflecting the sun right at me. Sometimes the brightness of the sun will make me sneeze. You guys ever experience that? So R, we've got no wire landed on R. Why not? Smoke detector. I'm assuming back down, shut down, yeah, whatever. We're still gonna have power there. So R, Y1, Y2 jumped out, not sure why. G, and down to Y2, that'll jump power up to G, and everything should be energized. All right, just tuck these in here. This is a 2020 unit, so relatively new. All right, I hear some clicking in the board. Economizer version, clicky click. Man, it's hot out today. There we go. There's first stage. There's second stage. Let me get my door in place and I'll be back. All right, guys, I got 127 degrees of suction pressure, 364 pounds of head pressure. Got a supply temp of 50 degrees. I'm gonna go ahead and get a return, but it should be around 72, somewhere in there. Looks like I got a guest coming here. Yeah, nice conversation with that guy. All right, back to business. 75-degree return. We're probably picking up some of that temperature from just being up here and having it be over 90 degrees. Thermostat was reading 72, so I don't think we're that far off. And we've got a 50-degree supply temp. $357 pounds of head pressure. It's hot. Get some temperature readings here. Coil doesn't look dirty and it feels like we're moving air through it. I'm gonna recommend to have it cleaned. As you can see up here in the corners and in the lid, there's some buildup. Kind of let that sit there for a minute. You can see here, kind of dirty, might afford a cleaning. 346, these are TXV units. 42-degree saturation temperature doesn't seem unreasonable. Looks like 102 degrees we're putting out. 103. It's kind of hard. I feel like I'm getting different temperatures at different points. I don't know what's the best place to measure your discharge air. I'd say 103 is right about where we're at. Thought there was a magnet in this thing. There we go. Coil does not feel overly hot. Feels like it's got good airflow. Pulling my paper right up to it. 90 degrees, 89.9. Making some condensation. I wanted to check and make sure that this economizer isn't wide open or something. Yeah, filters look a little dirty, 329. All right, our economizer is closed. We're gonna write up some new filters. Let me button up this filter door. Whew. It's a warm one. 42 degree saturation temperature. $18 degrees is subcooling. I don't know, maybe the pressure switch just got stuck. Possibly locked out first stage. Wasn't bringing the, I don't know, condenser fans on, but they were on with just second stage running. Maybe second stage just wasn't enough. I don't think there's any major refrigerant issues going on here. It's dumping heat. We're not overly hot on the condenser coil. I am gonna write up to give this thing a bath. I'm gonna write up to replace those air filters. I'm also gonna write up to replace the high pressure switch. More than likely we'll put a swivel tee on with another pressure switch and just cut the wires to the old one because it's welded in, and the only way we'll be able to replace it if we wanted to weld it is to pull all the refrigerant out and go through all of that. I don't think they want to do all that, so other than that, the unit looks good. I appreciate you watching. If you like the video, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell icon. That'll notify you anytime I got a new video coming out. Leave me a comment, hit like, check out Misfits of HVAC on YouTube, Spotify, and all other podcasting platforms. I appreciate you watching, and I'll see you on the next one.